All right, happy Thursday, everyone. It's hot outside. If you don't know, if you haven't been outside, consider yourself lucky. 'Cause that's it. It's hot. It's not just hot here in Florida. It's hot almost across much of the southeast, across much of the central United States too. You can see these areas that are lit up in the pink. They're seeing heat index values well above 100 degrees. And that's really uncomfortable. Unfortunately, we're going to continue to see a few more days of this heat. Today was definitely the hottest day of the week so far. We have more hot days on the way, so we're really not going to get much of a break here. But we'll break down the forecast. We do have some rain chances in the forecast. Rain, of course, this time of year when we have these heat waves really does bring down the temperatures, at least for a little bit. That rain cooled air does help. It is a blessing sometimes, and we could really, really use it. But around the time that we are going to get the rain, we're going to be cooling down. But I'll show you the timing of those showers. Even today, a few showers are possible. And as we head into the weekend, still seeing a chance for a shower or a storm almost each afternoon. So there's some hope there a little bit. And that's really our only hope for cooling at this point because, yeah, we're really not going to see much of a big dip in temperatures anytime soon. All right. Greg said, it's hot. Yeah, it really is, Greg. I don't really have to do much else with the forecast. That's the forecast. It's hot. Cindy, good afternoon from Humboldt, Tennessee. It's 105 going up. It's horrible everywhere. I know. Ronald, good afternoon. I know it's really hot here in Spring Hill. When can I expect some rain? I'll detail that, Ronald. Yeah, we are looking for the rain because that is what is going to cool us down. Hey, Joe, how's it going? All right, let's get on to the forecast there. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions and comments and whatnot when I can here. All right, a little bit of relief. If you look out at the Bellwether Beach Resort camera, a little bit. It's 94 degrees, so not really much relief. Even at the coast, it is hot. I don't really see a lot of people out there, some specks. This is more of a deserted side of the beach too, a more private beach. But we tend to see a bit more people out there when it's not a scorcher of a day. And this is the peak heat of the day. So a lot of people really are trying to head inside and not bake out there, which is the right thing to do when we're under a heat advisory. But later on this afternoon through the evening, there's still a chance you can get outside if you really, really need to. But here's the heat advisory. Pretty much our entire viewing area, all of West Central Florida is under this. We have a couple more hours to go. This expires at 6 o'clock, but even after 6, it's still going to be nice and toasty out there. When we have heat advisories, we really want to emphasize to take it easy. We may have another one extend into tomorrow, so that's why we're talking about this today. I know we're about to be out of the advisory technically, but with the similar situation in store for Friday rather, we could continue to see these types of situations here. So stay hydrated, stay in the AC, stay out of the sun, obviously, and check on your friends and your family. Check on the elderly and make sure that little kids are not outside for a long period of time. Look in the cars. Make sure that you are looking in your cars before you leave the cars, that no pets or humans are in the cars. We don't want to make any of those mistakes, all right? Especially on a day like this when feel-like temperatures will or have climbed to 112 in some spots already today. So when you have that in place, you really need to be taking extra precautions out there, especially if you have a job outside. Advocate for extra breaks as well. If you work outside, for a long period of time, you need to go inside way more often. Throughout days like this. It doesn't mean that you're less productive. That means that you are taking care of yourself because heat-related illnesses are real during this time of year. You can see here, scrolling back to my temperature map, these are the actual temperatures. Well, these are the air temperatures rather. Air temperatures, heat index. There's a little difference here. So this is what the air is technically outside. That's what the temperature is, 93 degrees. 93 in Odessa for Tampa, 97 for Plant City, getting inland to lower 90s across much of the area, 89 for Sarasota. But here are the dew points. That is the factor here as to why we have these feel-like temperatures well above 100 degrees. You have dew points in the mid to upper 70s in some spots, 74 in Tampa. That is oppressive. Some areas are in that miserable category. Step outside, it feels miserable out there. It's just heavy air coupled with these air temperatures in the lower to mid 90s. That is just not a great combination. So you have these feel-like temperatures really reflecting that combination. The apparent temperature, this is what your body feels. And when we have days like this is really what we show, because this is the most kind of important part of the forecast here. We're not just making up these numbers. This is really real. This is what you're feeling outside. So 103 in Tampa, 101 in Lakeland. I was saying earlier, Polk City may be a little on the sauce. It's 147. I really don't think the feel-like temperature is that up there. But most feel-like temperatures across the area, the heat index values are in the triple digits. Just extremely uncomfortable, unfortunately. And we're not the only ones who are feeling that today. You can see Alabama, parts of Georgia, parts of Arkansas has feel-like temperatures even a little higher than us. They don't really have the water influence to cool us down. So as you get inland into those kind of flyover states, it's not really touching any big bodies of water. It gets really, really swampy, really hot there. So you can really see where the bullseye is, where the peak heat of the country is today. We're included in that, but as you get further north into some parts of the Midwest even, they're still feeling that heat. One of the reasons why, well, the reason why we have this dome of high pressure, this heat dome, you can see set up across the lower 48, and that is really bringing in the warmth, the heat and the humidity. Underneath high pressure, we have sinking air. Sinking air compresses and heats up. When that happens, we can get temperatures well above average and consistently, depending on how strong this ridge is and how it builds over the days. And it's been building and building over these last few days, and this is why a lot of the country hasn't really seen much of a relief from the heat. And you have this heat too, and you also have these kind of boundaries alongside this ridge of high pressure, kind of just crawling on top of that. So we tend to get severe storms just outside of that central area of high pressure on days like this. And we're actually seeing that today. You can see here on our satellite and radar, well to the north, well to the north. There's some severe weather popping off, moving into parts of upstate New York, Pennsylvania. So on hot days like this, you do get those strong storms developing. There's even a tornado watch in effect throughout some parts of New York and Pennsylvania this afternoon. We're pretty quiet right now, but we have our own chances for scattered showers and storms out there. And we'll detail that in just a minute. I'm looking over at my comments, and Miranda, oh, Miranda, hopping on the live. Can you tell our manager that it's too hot for me to work today unless ice cream is involved? I'm gonna try to get someone to see your comment and try to advocate for ice cream in the newsroom. I'm not sure why we don't have ice cream in the newsroom today. Miranda Parnell, our wonderful anchor here, advocating for what's right at 10 Tampa Bay. We do have a cooler water out back, so that's nice. They do care about us, but it would be nice to have a little ice cream. That'd be great. Ooh, Joe says, Joe Bill stroke weather. Yeah, heat stroke's real. And you need to know the signs of heat stroke too. We have an article online. If you don't know the signs of heat-related illnesses, they're breaking it down there. Justin said, love the heat, just not the AC bill. I know. Yeah, that is the downer. The AC stays on this time of year, and don't even turn it off. Hot in Florida, Lakeland area says heat index 110 on local radio. Yeah, we're getting some of these observations in throughout the day. So it's really interesting to see what type of temperatures have been picked up or observed. Some people have weather stations at their home, and it's really interesting to see what they're seeing locally in their neighborhood. Let's see. All right. So let's get on to the Futurecast. Let's talk about rain. The only thing that's really going to cool us down is rain. over the next few days. And we do have a little bit of it. I wouldn't say it's a significant amount. This is not going to be a widespread rain event over the next few days. But as we get into the afternoons, a cooling shower will be welcomed. You can see later on today a few showers try to form. Now, we did have a severe storm, more robust storms yesterday. I'm not expecting these storms to be as strong as they were yesterday, but a storm or two is possible. A little shower is possible, but you can see this is around 6 or 7 o'clock, carrying it to 8 o'clock. This is around the time where we're going to start to cool off. So a little late, but we'll take the rain. And getting into the later portion of our night, around 10, 11 o'clock overnight, no rain, we dry up, we dissipate, those showers do rather. And then as we get into the start of our Friday, looking good, staying dry, I'm gonna go over to my other future cast, the extended one, voila. So we stay dry through the morning, you see a lot of sunshine, dry conditions. That's going to help our temperatures climb once again. By midday, a lot of areas will already be in the 90s. So a hot day, really, really hot, even in the morning. As we get into the afternoon, you can just see we're working with a little more dry air over us, in the mid-levels at least, so we're really not going to see that much rain as we head into Friday. So Friday could be another hot one because we're really not going to see too many showers on the radar, if any at all, maybe an isolated shower. I have us at a 10% chance for rain for Friday, so it's going to be a nice day if you look out of your window, but other than that, if you step outside, you know we're not going to get any relief from the heat tomorrow, it looks like. So tomorrow, you can see quiet out there on our futurecast. Heading into Saturday, we start out dry. Saturday's going to be another hot day. And then, I always skip ahead. And then, through the afternoon. Now these showers look like they may arrive a little earlier than maybe yesterday's showers, how they came around 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Through 8 o'clock. These may arrive a little earlier, so this is what we like to see. Around 3 o'clock, a little shower to cool us down. Yeah, 3 to 4 o'clock. These will last until about 6 to 7, and then they'll dissipate. So sea breeze driven showers possible for Saturday. Those rain chances definitely go up on Saturday compared to your Friday. And then for Sunday, continuing to see a few showers form as we get into the afternoon and evening. So even though your weekend will be hot, there is a better chance for rain. So that's something to look forward to if you like a shower or two, or you're a storm watcher, or you just want to cool down a little bit. So you can see the next several days. This is the entire week. You can kind of see the temperature trend here. Monday was a little cooler. Tuesday we got a little warmer. Wednesday, 95 degrees. Thursday, 96. Today, that's our expected high. We'll have to see if we hit that. If we did, we set a new record, folks. Yeah, wonderful. I'm not sure if this is the type of thing we should celebrate, but we could have set a record today. Friday, we're getting really close to the record. We're in record territory throughout the entire weekend. So our normal temperature is around 91 degrees. And we're going to be well above that, even into Saturday and Sunday. So not really seeing much relief this weekend. And as we carry into next week, similar situation. Yeah, not really seeing much of relief from the heat. If you want to get away from the heat, go to Seattle. Go to Portland. Maybe you can get an airplane ticket, which is going to be about $10,000 if you really want to escape it. But you can see our temperature outlook. There is a high chance that we are going to be or remain above normal carrying into next weekend. So this is about 7 days out here. It's an extended forecast, obviously, but you can see most, if not all, it's kind of like 80% of the country is under this red area that kind of shows where temperatures are going to be potentially well above average. So another building heat week on the way, and you can see areas like Alabama, Mississippi, Birmingham may even get really close to 100 degrees by the middle and the end of next week. You can kind of see where that bullseye is, where those really, really deep reds are. It's going to be a hot week for the Deep South tomorrow. And yes, this extends into Florida. Of course, it's already hot. It's always hot this time of year. Normal high is 91 degrees, but we could stay at least a little bit above that. And with the incredible humidity that we have, the surface moisture, we have an abundance of it. Coupled with that, we'll continue to possibly see heat indices in the triple digits. So we may not be in advisory criteria next week, but it's still one of those days or weeks where you're going to have to really limit your time outside. Almost every week, really, here in Florida. But we may get a little bit cooler, just a smidge, and hoping a few degrees cooler is, we'll take it. We really do. I mean, not asking for much, just a little bit of a cool down, just a touch. So that is really it for the heat. Talking tropics now. And there's just not much going on, at least that's going to be impacting us anytime soon, which is another good thing. Can't complain about that. Here's our tropics outlook. Mainly in the Pacific, we have that activity going on. But Hurricane Blas, me and Natalie Ferrari were trying to figure out how to say it yesterday, I think, because Blas is scooting away from Mexico. Category 1 hurricane. This is in the Pacific. This is not an Atlantic storm. Just want to specify that. Another disturbance right behind it has a high chance of developing. That'll probably be the sea storm soon. Then you have this disturbance in the Atlantic, hanging off of Honduras. A 10% chance of rain. A 10% chance it will develop over the next 5 days, but if it doesn't develop, it looks like it's not, clearly, it's very low chances. It will bring some good rain to some parts of Central America, Honduras, Nicaragua, as we get into the next few days, really through the weekend and also into next week. But as this emerges out into the Bay of Campeche, this could get a little more organized and potentially we'll keep our eye on it again, but right now there's nothing to worry about at all. And you can even see on the spaghetti models, it's just not, and no one really knows where it's going to go, what it's going to do. It's just so poorly organized. And it looks like if it does maybe form into something, it'll head towards Mexico, so more so heading to the west. Not our problem, but I do want to talk about tropics. Everybody wants to know what's going on with tropics right now. It is quiet for us. Let's keep it at that, at least for a little bit, because we know it's not going to be quiet for long. No. All right, trying to figure out if I discussed everything. You guys have any questions? Let me know. I can try to answer them. Here's your 7-day forecast. Father's Day. A 50% chance for rain, all right? Father's Day and Juneteenth. 50% chance for rain. It's going to be hot, all right? If your dad gets aggravated, like my dad gets aggravated when he's out in the heat too long. Just thinking about it. He always gets so aggravated. He's like mowing the lawn, just hot. He always pick the hottest days to mow the lawn too, like around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Like, of course you're gonna be aggravated. Anyway, if your dad's like mine, he gets frustrated in the heat, maybe don't take him out to a brunch on Sunday, you know, keep it indoors, outside at least, brunch always, all right? But maybe keep it indoors under some shade, maybe, you know, with some fans blowing, because it will be a steamy day and there's a rain chance in there, about a 50% chance. Now, one of the better chances, yesterday we did get some good rain, but today and tomorrow we're really not gonna see too much, so it looks like we may make up for it on Father's Day. Those afternoon showers and storms are possible. Keep that in mind. You can see the temperatures over the next 7 days, not really fluctuating too much. Monday, we can get down to 92 degrees. Ooh, relief a little bit. A little bit? No? Okay. By the end of the week, looks like we'll be back in those mid-90s, kind of like where we are now. But today we had a high of 96, at least is what we forecasted. So it'll be really interesting to see if we hit 96 degrees. Chris, what's going on? Bring me some rain, girl. It's hot. How close to record heat are we? And yeah, I just kind of answered that and looked at your question a little later. But 96 is our forecasted high. Our record high was 95. So we hit 96 today, which I'll find out in about an hour or two. We will set a new record. Something to maybe celebrate, maybe not. But hitting new records is always fun, I guess, in a way. All right, friends, that's it for me. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think I covered everything. Did I? I hope I did. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to put this back on the live look around town. Actually, no, I'm not, because the Armature Works camera is down, and that really frustrates me when all the cameras are not up. Looks a little janky. All right, let's go back to St. Pete Beach. I'm gonna leave it on this for a little bit. There's no storms on the radar at this point, but keep your eye on the radar. It's gonna be heading out this evening. This could be a few showers, a storm or two, especially in our southern spots, Sarasota, Manatee County. A stronger storm could develop later on tonight. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, stay hydrated, stay inside and with the AC. Don't be outside for a long period of time, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday. Have a good one. Bye.